So the rhythmic pedal, where the hand comes down at the same time and up with the fingers at the same time, happens in marches and some waltz. And so if you're doing waltz, let's say waltz, it's in 1, 2, 3, right? And most of the time, the easiest waltz to play style is the cha cha, cha cha. And those of you who took my class, you know what that means. The bass line, the two top notes of your chord is called the cha and the cha, and you do repeat it because you have 3 beats. So the pedal goes down with the bass line, hold it through the same chord, and up with the last note, which is beat number 3. So for any waltz, that's the easiest way to practice is boom, cha, up, 1, 2, 3, down on 1, up on 3. And I'll do just a melody for demonstration. So often we just have to start slow and coordinate that. The other instance might be when you have a sort of dance. The other type of dance is compare that to a syncopated pedal. I'm changing for every chord change, which is what you should do, but that's kind of muddy, right? It's not dancing.
Yes, muddy, very muddy.
You want to do, in that case, it's written like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and so I'm down on 1, I'm already up on N. Because if I only change with my bass note, I would change syncopated like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I change on 1 and 4 because that's when my bass line is playing. But it's gonna produce something like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? That's syncopated pedal. But if I do in slow motion, 1 and N was already up. I'm raising my foot more than necessary just so you see that I'm up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so, and when I'm doing it fast. And so that's a type of dance in particular, a type of accompaniment in particular. It's not for all of the songs that you have. Most songs are slow, and you would want a, syncopated pedal.
Okay.
But for example, La Comparsita, which is more march-like, right? One of those
Thank you.
you did.
No pedals at all.
Right, something like that. You don't need pedals at all. But if you want a little bit more emphasis on, right, you can do a very short. It still adds a lot too. You see what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes.
Adds a
Very
lot.
good.
It does
Yeah.
add a lot. So it's a short rhythmic pedal that's only when you have the bass line. It allows your hand to move ahead to the chord while your pedal is still making the sound a little bit longer at the bass. right? Let's say I move really up here. Without the pedal, it sounds like, you see? So with the pedal,
Yes,
it emphasizes. So that's a rhythmic pedal. And so it
yes,
really
okay.
depends on the song you are talking about. But most of the time,
Mhm.
if it's a march-like song like that, Compressita is march-like, or it's a dance-like Mania de Carnaval, Chanson d'Orphée,
Mhm.
and let's see if I see anything else that's kind of rhythmic. No, a lot of what I wrote and what's in your advanced songs folder are sort of slow songs. And so you won't be using that pedal.
Would you use
So the
half
quiz
paddling for begin rhythm?
half maybe. So for example, I have quizas with the arrangements here that you uploaded, which is
Yes.
right. So
Yeah.
in the left hand, you have a bass line, which we want the rest, etc. So we want the pedal. You see how I pedal there? It's very rhythmical. I said, so you have to pedal with the dance rhythm, and most of the time it's in your left hand, right? That means that you're pedaling with your left hand, and most of the time that is true.
Okay.
Therefore, if you want a melody on top with the accompaniment to be legato, you have to do it with your fingers. You can't just
Hmm.
play. You kind of have to. So the fingering might have to change because I'm able to bring out the melody on top being legato because I'm using only 4 and 5. So melody wise, which are completely legato, will always be used with 4 and 5. The accompaniment, which is usually the 1-2 or 1-3 in your right hand, would have to be short. And that requires
Okay.
quite a lot of dexterity and skills just to practice your right hand and pretend that the pedal is not there because the pedal is following your left hand. The pedal is following your left
Okay.
hand. It's for dancing.
Okay. Okay. Well,